people arbitrarily explain things, and then when they get in trouble, when everybody get in trouble, you try to use the law that you say that you don't go by to defend you. I mean, it just, some of the stuff doesn't make sense. And so I said, I'm gonna share this with the world today so we can know exactly, man, how transparent we be. And how I always say right now, Noble Alonzo driving. Just imagine if Noble Alonzo, Lamarck, was with that dumb stuff, out driving and all that, talk about he's some consulate general. And the buddy he drive with no tag and nothing, and talk about he's some sheriff. Not no sheriff. They try to play a word game. They spell it SHARIF. I don't know who they think they talk about. It's just like if you try to make a company at the end you put Corp, KORP, like you're trying to fool somebody. So you got the fake sheriff or sheriff, and you got the fake consulate general of Morocco, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just gave you two fake scenarios. So you got the fake.
Well,
I'm sorry.
If that stuff was real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then more people either would know about it or they'd be doing something with it. Like it's like we want, like you say all the time, we always want to have something that, it's like some secret thing that, like it's a club or something that nobody else gets invited to. You want to be like, ooh, look what I can do, look what I got.
These people don't want to be themselves, Lamarck. They want to be somebody. So you got the fake SHARIF, fake sheriff, and you got the fake consulate general of Morocco. This is what the people be saying. This ain't me.
Okay.
This ain't me. So
I'm going to jump off on the phone because I'm going to log in.
Okay.
But I got to switch it.
Okay. Take your time. I'm going to be real quick. Peace, Solomon.
Peace, Sheep.
Peace, Malik.
Peace, up. Peace, Tribe.
Peace, Malik. Peace, everybody. We give it, let Lamar get everything set up. Islam.
Malik.
Come on, Malik.
Yeah, we got to learn what not to do and not get caught up doing things that we think is right and then mess our lives up. Like you can't arbitrarily explain the law, especially my brothers that have been in trouble before when we were in our lower cells. You can't arbitrarily explain the law. You should want to learn this stuff so you won't get yourself caught all up and then be in jail trying to use the laws that you say that you don't have to abide by and try to use them in court. And when I show people, man, I said, I know this word game. You're not no sheriff and you're not no consulate general of Morocco. Man, Morocco just played in the World Cup, what was it, yesterday, this morning. I ain't seen none of them, the consulate general there, because he's so-called in jail. No disrespect.
Am I open at both of these? Both of them?
Just the last one. I think the last one with everything breaking down, the one with, I think the last one with, and it's breaking down each one of the statues. And that's why I say, man, nobody can be playing. These people be out there. He's the consulate general of Morocco. I'm like, well, the consulate general of Morocco won't be getting locked up. The consulate general of Morocco is the consulate general of Morocco. These people ain't left home. So let's do our Morris American prayer and just jump right into it. And we out of here. We're going to have dialogue. Solomon, can you lead us?
Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day. Through his holy prophet, Noble Ali, Shalom Malakim, Ayah Shahaya, Islam, Hotel. Amen. Peace, 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 peace.
Peace, 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 peace. So let's deal with it. So I know a lot of nobles in Massachusetts, and I know nobles sometimes they act like they don't know what I'll be talking about. where we're going to have a little dialogue and we out of here. You cannot fake like you somebody or some government official without no repercussions. I don't care if you do 5 years, 20 years, 15 years, all that. You get all your stuff repoed, all that stuff to play a game. And then when you look at these people cases, they have real cases upon cases upon cases. All that fake paperwork, they finna file an affidavit, be denied, 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 denied. So don't out be here playing no games like you don't know. And then and dealing with public opinion with people playing with your life. So let's deal with it. Federal defense, they lawyers, but we ain't worried about no lawyers. We breaking down the statutes. If you falsify or if you falsely represent yourself as someone who you aren't, you could be charged with a criminal offense. You know that, right? Right?
Islam.
See, people get caught up trying to arbitrarily explain the law. Well, we can do this. No, you can't. No, you can't. There's no excuse of not knowing the law in a court of law. These brothers be fraudulently concealing y'all and throw you in the burning house and then be in jail. In certain circumstances, false personification could actually result in federal criminal charges. I probably said be yourselves. Why somebody want to be some freaking consulate general of freaking Morocco? Why somebody want to be some sheriff? And fellas with guns, who you think you fooling? You doing this all on the internet. So when you come up, they already know you a threat. You already a threat. You public. You on the internet. Who you think you talking to? It's important to understand whether you are being charged by the federal government and what a prosecutor must prove if you are accused of false impersonation. These people be spoon feeding these cases to these prosecutors. Federal charges for false personification can carry serious penalties, and not all crime defense lawyers have the experience necessary to help you fight against convictions. Blah, 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 all these different states and all this. Let's go up. The federal, they talk about the federal defense team, but we passing all that crap. So we're going to go over all these statutes. When we go over 18 USC Code Section 915, that's what these incompetent Negroes playing. I don't know what they playing. They ain't playing nothing. They just incompetent and crazy and think they're going to do something they have nothing to do with because they could put on a whole bunch of stuff. Clowns. So, federal laws on false personification. I don't care if you like it or not. I don't care if you should have read all this before you start playing with these fools. Now you can't go back. I'm trying to tell you. Watch. Laws related to falsely impersonating others are found within 18 U.S. Code, Chapter 43, which contains 7 different statutes establishing crimes related to false personification. Say what? Oh yeah. These statutes address situations where specific, these fake ass sovereign citizens, specific with a feds on, individuals or groups of individuals or groups of individuals are falsely impersonated. These include 18 U.S. Code Section 1911, citizens of the United States, Code 912, officers or employees of the United States, 13, impersonators making arrest or search, 914, creditors of the United States, 915, foreign diplomats, counselor or officers. Keep that in your head, foreign diplomat, counselors or officers. 916, PH Club members or agents, Red Cross members or agents. So let's page up a little bit. Let's go through all of them. Then we're going to have dialogue and we going home. Each of these different statutes defines a different type of false personification and establishes specific requirements for what a prosecutor must prove in order for a defendant to be convicted. Each also specifies the penalties that could be imposed for the specific type of false personification that has taken place. For example, under 18 U.S. Code Section 911, willfully and falsely presenting yourself to be a citizen of the United States. Now here it is, of the United States, when you are not one, can result in imprisonment for up to 3 years as well as a fine. So when you give it up, don't you know it's a penalty when you renounce your citizenship? Don't you know it's a penalty for your goofy ass steal? Oops, excuse my mouth. Think about it. When you fake like a citizen, when you give it up, it's a crime too. Dumb, right? Right? Come on now. We in court. Oh, they don't know. Exactly, you don't know. That's what you get. You talk about you expatriate from the de facto government, then you stateless. You a fool. You a terrorist. Home. Okay. Yeah. Imprisonment for a maximum of 3 years for falsely pretending to be an officer or an employee that is acting under the authority of the United States or any agency or department of the United States. A consulate general or Morocco, that's the United States, right? Talk to me.
It's mine.
Okay. A 3-year penalty is also imposed under 18 U.S. Code Section 913 for a defendant convicted of falsely representing himself to be an agent, officer, or employee of the U.S. who searches another person or building, or who asserts to detains another person while preventing to be an agent of the U.S. government. When these Negroes be running buildings, I'm gonna go to this, you going to jail. I'm telling you, going to jail. Don't pass go. You ain't gonna collect no $200.
Nope.
A longer penalty is imposed under 18 U.S. Code Section 914, which deals with the crime of falsely impersonating a creditor of the United States. A defendant can be convicted of this offense for impersonating a lawful holder of public stocks, U.S. debt, or any annuities, dividends, pensions, wages, or other debts due from the United States. Let me give you another one. They talk about, oh, you can take these notes, this goddamn trust, but take it to the bank and all that. Fraud.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
They're doing a lot of this.
Oh, I'm telling you, going to jail. These women making this, you take this court, jail. All of them. I don't care how they smile. They retired as hell. Look in their eyes. See, I'm a counselor. I tell you, crazy lady, crazy. You the wicked witch of the east. Real talk, man. Don't be fooled. I can give you some pun, but I'm very, very serious. For a defendant to be convicted, the defendant must receive or try to transfer the money from the lawful owner while impersonating a creditor. Oh, bam, guilty. I just gave it to you. If convicted of this offense, the defendant could face up to 5 years of imprisonment. So they let these goofballs do this over and over, build up a case, lock your goofy ass up. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Let's talk about PFI, pending further investigation. They get all y'all caught up in the rapture. I don't know what we get y'all caught up in. RICO, overthrowing the government. Y'all a criminal organization trying to overthrow the government. I don't give a shit what you say. Your actions prove louder than what you saying. Oh yeah. Now here we go with the big fact. Here you go. Drum roll, please. This is what these Negroes guilty for right here. For impersonating a diplomat, consul, or officer. The penalty established by 18 U.S. Code Section 915, because that's the code that these Negroes violated, is even longer still. A defendant can be convicted of violating this federal law by pretending to be a diplomat, a counselor, or other official of a foreign government who demands or tries to obtain money, papers, document, or any other thing of value, interfering with a goddamn arrest. If convicted, a defendant could face a maximum penalty of 10 years. See, they're going to make an example of these fools. And you already got a record, a felony with a firearm, that carry a max of 5 years. Come on now. By contrast, a shorter penalty of just 6 months is imposed under 18 U.S. Code Section 916. So a smaller fine is for that. But if they build all these fines on it, this shit is free information. Section 916 for impersonating a 4-H club member. Y'all know what I'm saying. All these different statutes. So do y'all see different type of false personation has a different definition of what a defendant must do in order to be convicted? And since each of the different offenses found within the 18 U.S. Code, Chapter 43, carry different types of penalties, it's important that a defendant facing federal charges for false personation understand the specifics of the offense that he or she has been charged with. Do we understand that?
Islam.
Wow.
That's clean. What can somebody? Why should a person be asking a whole bunch of answers, Solomon? Ain't that clean?
Sir.
18 U.S. Code Section 915. Tell me what these brothers. That's what they violated, and then you got a whole bunch of other charges on you. I'm telling you, man. People be mad, but you the one doing all this criminal stuff. You the one out here playing pretendo, because you can put on a whole bunch of stuff and put on a Morocco goddamn scarf that you got off Amazon and dress up like G.I. Joe and walk around the felon with arms, you and your boy in the car, because now y'all both got the same charges. He said he the sheriff and you the consulate general, and both of y'all walking around with unregistered pistols. Man, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, man. Then you go in jail, all the stuff that you say that you don't go with. I thought you, why you ain't your consulate general or the president of Morocco come get you? I thought you a foreign national. I thought you have foreign diplomat. If you a foreign diplomat, they ship your ass back to where you going. See, you sitting in the goddamn county jail, calling the phone, getting everybody caught up. You can't even post $1,000 bail. That's why I be saying these people be broke, leave people in the burning house, and then it's calling home. That's what I said y'all dudes playing. All this YouTube stuff, you the consulate general of what? You fraud. The maximum penalty is 10 years, or they can give you 10 years in both, especially if they want to make an example out of you. Oh, we're going to give you 10 years and give your goofy ass a fine. Especially if you already got cases on you, especially if the case is in the same state. Man, oh, okay, well, let's see, Mr. Rashmir Bey, I'm just making up a name. Rashmir Hashmir, I'm just making up a name. Okay, you've been convicted of a felony with a firearm, all these cases you got, and now you this. Oh, man, you ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned nothing. Islam?
Islam.
That's it. Class is done. Any questions? Anybody got any questions? This should make you think. I'm telling y'all, people be broadcasting their criminal activities. And then when the powers that be come on their asses, they call it home. See? Man, please, boy.
Yeah, they start claiming they're the victim.
Yeah.
Else, at that point in time, and not even, acknowledging all the activity that was done up until then.
Mm-hmm. All that case building, all you on it. I told y'all the same brother was on there with this dude, with the people that got caught on the highway and the dude quitting was telling him like he talking to him, the consulate general. I said, dude, you don't never get on the internet talking about your whole case with some fake ass people in their basement talking about they the consulate general going over your whole case that you got a jury trial. Fool, as soon as I see that, you guilty. You got to be retarded. You talking retarded, you looking retarded, that turban means shit. I'll hang you with that mug. Because you're already doing it. Think about this, y'all. And then here it is, the people you talking to the consulate, what court go to jail? If I'm talking to the so-called consulate court, how the goddamn consulate court general go to jail for the whole same shit and we gonna get called for the whole, put us in the same box, right? Right?
Right.
All they gonna do is say, put the tape in. Put the tape in. Put the tape in, Solomon. Okay, well here you go, Consulate General Solomon, with this what this dude named Quentin that's on the run out with them and saying that their group is a militia, and you tell him, and now here you jump out of your car like you G.I. Joe. Wow. So your criminal behavior is different from this one. Okay, so we both criminals. Oh, I do it. Well, my criminal behavior is different from Solomon's. We both criminals. We both got fake Jordans, and Solomon say his fake Jordan's better than mine. We got our Jordan from the gas station. Both of our Jordans fake.
Yeah, it's it's disappointing.
Yeah.
So
it's very, and that's all I'm saying, Nobles. I'm glad we clean, and that's why I always keep reminding us as new people come in hearing us. That's why I said we're never going to be in trouble. We're never going to get in trouble for what we do. Because what I say and how we operate is plain. And I say what I say with a bullhorn on the corner, in the courts, in the schools, anywhere. Because truth has no size. and we'll never get in trouble. I never tell my people to give up your license and ride around with some fake tags and get some guns and you a felon and all this. I never tell nobody to do that. And you some foreign national and you don't got to have a license to drive but down the street. Man, please, never. We don't have time to do that. And that's why we stay away from that. So I give gratitude for people. You cannot arbitrarily explain the law. You cannot just make stuff up and spew a whole bunch of stuff. You can't. We have to understand our own people can mess us up. Nobody telling us to do this. It's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron. You can't be a sovereign and a citizen at the same time. Now you can have a sovereign nation or a sovereign state, but no individual is a sovereign and a citizen. You can't even explain that. You got to understand these keys. And if you're not willing to understand these keys, what our prophets say is repercussions for your actions. It's repercussions. That's why the prophet said, be yourself. Be yourself. It's about being yourself. The prophet ain't say, oh, be some counselor general. Like I'm a divine minister, a sheik. Do you see me going around in front of some law talking about, oh, I'm some counselor general of fucking Morocco? I don't give a shit about that. I'm Kareem Hakeem Goodman Bey.
I've been next to you, so I know, we ain't flashing no badges, no, nothing, just being light, and people just respond to that. People see that. People, speak, show nothing but love. So that's always been, my experience, especially out there in Arizona, but even out here, but it definitely is that way out there. It's nothing but love. So
yeah.
You don't have to do anything goofy or try to, do any demonstrations. You are the demonstration just by being who you are in your essence. So
yeah. Like the commercials say, all that other stuff is uncivilized. All that getting a car and then maybe registered, not even registered, and walking around with a stack of papers just to get your car impounded, just to do all that. For what? Just to go to jail, just to go through all that. To do what? To say you've done what? To say you've done what? To ruin your life. To be part of something, and then when they go to jail, say you ain't part of it when you on the TV, and when they subpoena you to court and say, now, what did you say you a sovereign citizen, and you say you're not an American citizen? Did you say this person, the consul general of Morocco? They got you for the record. They got evidence. Internet, they got it. They got the internet task force. They watching this right now. They watching me on YouTube right now. How y'all doing? Peace and love. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. They got the internet task force that be on these sovereign citizens' asses.
Islam.
I keep saying this over and over. I don't know why people don't understand this. You're a willing obligor when you get your goofy self on the internet. Every state, every local jurisdiction got the internet task force. And they watch the YouTube and they make fake pages and they follow people and like people and they follow these goofy Negroes. I'm trying to tell you what I know. If I showed my both hands, y'all would be crying. But I only show like 1% of what I know. I only show 1% of what I know. Point blank. Everybody that's connected to me, I bring things to keep you from safe. Everybody else, oh well. Because I make this stuff plain. And I've been saying it for years. And now it's happening. The laws, they like, man, we tired of this crazy stuff. And I give you all the laws. We are nations of laws. Our divine creed, everything's. Our divine creed and our proclamation say we're not here to overthrow no government. We're not here to do that. That's why I asked more, do they read their bylaws and their divine creed? I don't think so. We ain't here to overthrow no government. How are you going to do something? How are you going to change something or overthrow something you had nothing to do with? That's why I say we are a nation of laws. We're here to defend the Constitution. Defend. That means there's something here, and we defending it. We defend the Constitution. We're not changing nothing. What these clowns talking about, Lamar?
Nothing productive. Nothing that's gonna, inspire people to want to, be better and give them some sort of, guidance, in that venture. It's a whole bunch of willy-nilly freestyling, live in osmosis, as you say all the time. So, it's nothing productive, nothing. nothing beneficial that comes from it. And like I said, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that so many brothers spend so much time, doing that. In a lot of ways, you could probably say that, Moors operate in a lot of sense like NBCs, in that, they want to flash and floss and, exhibit some of the same exact behavior, that we so-called talk about, and not really be about living by honor, living by our bylaws, our divine creed. So, like I said, it's unfortunate. It is.
Yeah.
That's what people want to spend so much time when they can find, I'm sure, I don't know how many people have seen videos that you done put out, so it's not like there's not opportunity. It's not like there's not information there. It's just, people are unwilling to, to make a change. So.
Yeah. And just like when I talk about when the prophet be like, stop flashing your ID. It causes confusion. Stop flashing your ID at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember your ID for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequences. We are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these orders are disrespected and disobeyed, justice must then take its course. You get locked up. Our ID card is for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Our tax ID card is for the Moorish Science Temple of America. Our travel ID is for the Moorish Science Temple of America. That's it. That's it. So everybody coming to this science now talk about, oh, it's a group of people that don't pay no taxes and you finna do all this and drive without no license. Man, we ain't no sovereign citizens. I don't teach that. I can show you where they at and I can show you where they going. Y'all know where that stuff came from. So we stay clear of that. So that's why I say, man, we're a clean glass here. We're going to continue to teach through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And we're going to stay away from all those fascist groups that be teaching nonsense and just in the science, they're acting like they finna overthrow the government. And then when they go to jail, they cry like babies. And they try to use the laws that they say that they don't have to go by. And when all the year with crest and all your so-called affidavits be denied and all your so-called writs that you be writing, because that ain't even no damn position in the Moorish Science Temple or nothing. When you find your goofy ass writ writer, all your requests going to be denied because they're going to think you crazy. Because they're going to think you crazy. And people, I told y'all, man, people been disappearing. I can tell y'all people real, they government names. All these people y'all used to see on the internet crazy and they going to buy Masonic gloves off the internet and act like they the world Mason and all this and they get in trouble with that retarded stuff. People think they crazy and them kids be all messed up. Man, then you act crazy, you get that medicine, they be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And that's why I say, man, when these Moors out here having sex and these women letting these men have sex with them, these goofy people, I said, man, that's why the world is messed up. These empresses just be dressed up, and I'm just being honest, and men too, because I saw it, and I'm like, oh, so you an empress, and you dealing with this crazy Negro. That ain't no empress, and vice versa. I'm telling y'all, man, it's not. And I said, all that craziness, and I said, what do y'all think happened when we broadcast these criminal behaviors? You got to imagine Lamarck and Alonzo, we ain't going to tell our age, but back in the day when we was in our lower self, if we was on the block, do you think we'd be putting all this stuff on the internet? All this criminal behavior?
Heck no.
Thank you, Lamarck, and then be mad. And then be mad when people be like, look at this fool. Look at this fool. And they be like, this true. They be like, dude, no, it ain't. Like,
they be like, that's what you get.
Yeah. We on the corner selling work, everything, showing all we do, showing all our transactions on the internet. Grown men, we got guns, we this, we that, all these felons, we drive without license and running in federal buildings. I'm putting y'all on notice and running the hell out, jumping in your car. All that stuff, man. False, act like you some consular journal, putting this stuff on the internet, saying you can nationalize people and denationalize people, telling people that you some Sharifian officer and to go get some silver notes, telling people, get this little note for me. It's like a trust fund. Pay me this and go try to deposit it in your account. And the Fed can come in there and bust your head wide open. See, there ain't no white man doing that. I'm telling y'all, man, we got to be careful. This more science, what I'm talking about, y'all got to be careful. Because like Lamarck said, you can get what you want. And a lot of people have been coming to me, and I have to be clear because I have to warn people. And if you don't accept the warning, oh well. You ask for criminal behavior. If I wasn't righteous, you would be in trouble. Just like if a person came to me, Solomon, and said, Sheik, I want to do the status correction like the prophet said and all this, and I'm a criminal. I'll give you everything you want and make you pay. Won't I? Couldn't I, Alonzo? These niggas will think they got something. And I'll be lying through my teeth. And that's what people want. Oh, started. I'll be just making some fake ass papers. Just doing all, getting a paper trail for myself. That's what people want. And just like Lamarck said, how can you not know how I stand on this and we on YouTube? A person should know. Just like I broke down, Moors are confused on navigating. Talk about they want to expatriate from this de facto government. Man, y'all done heard them goofy, retarded Negroes say that over and over. Haven't you, Solomon?
All the time.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I said we have these. We're going to expatriate from this de facto government. Okay, as we close, smart guy. What they had on that one show, Fresh Prince, his friend Waldo Faldo. Okay, Waldo Faldo with a fez on. If you think that's smart, how you going to expatriate from this de facto government and when you renounce your citizenship, who you affiliated with? You a domestic terrorist. You know what a domestic terror is? Huh? Do anybody know what a domestic terrorist is?
Islam.
Okay.
Islam.
Islam.
A domestic terrorist. I already let go. Go on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lonzo.
It's someone on the land, on the or territory that was make them domestic. So that way, that you're doing harm to that particular environment or land in which you live or reside. You're there. Yeah. You're not coming from afar to do harm. You in person right now to do harm because you dead.
And see,
so to speak, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, no, you making it plain. You taking your teeth out. That's why I said if these nobles came to class, they'd know what a domestic terror is. They wouldn't be playing that game. That's why I said these people asking for stuff and don't even know what the hell they asking for. So you want to be a domestic? So a person want to be a domestic? I don't know what a domestic terrorist is, huh? Because that's what the person gonna be. When you talk about you finna expatriate from this de facto government, tell me how you're not gonna be when you willingly renounce your citizenship from the United States, because they'll let you do it. So when you willingly renounce your citizenship, tell me who you got affiliate with when you do that. I'll wait. Somebody answer for me. Somebody answer for me. I'll wait.
Nobody.
So now you know what you are, Lamarck? What are you being willingly to do? What are you now?
Willing obligor?
Yep, and a domestic terrorist. Yep, you willingly renounce it. Yes, so you're a willing obligor, and yes, you are a domestic terrorist. Yes, so when you renounce your citizenship, you thinking to stay here and all that, and you ain't no American citizen? No, you say you a foreign national. Well, we got to kick you back to your foreign national place. Oh, you ain't from nowhere. Man, you stayed in your mama basement all your life. You ain't left the crib. You've been in all your life, the same neighborhood. So how you a foreign national? I'll wait. And you done expatriated from the de facto government and willingly gave up your citizenship with your smart self. Waldo Faldo. Waldo Faldo. That's what I'll be calling him. Somebody tell me something. You can't. It ain't nothing nobody should be saying. It ain't nothing nobody, what about this? It ain't nothing no what about. It ain't no what about with this. More's confused on navigating. You expect what? Why would you expatriate from this so-called de facto government and you don't have no dual citizenship nowhere else? You can't go nowhere else. Where you gonna go? Your address is 1821 Jackson Street. North Dakota, if that's where you stay. So tell me how you a foreign national. Can somebody explain it? Somebody try.
Trying to find out.
Huh?
I said, trying to find out.
I know you can't. I know. That's what I be saying. That's what people do. They try to argue or lie with you. That's what these Negroes do. Look at this paper. Dude, man, I don't want to look at that paper, man. I'm telling you, explain it to me. When you expatriate, when you willingly expatriate from this so-called de facto government, when you do that, tell me who you got citizenship with. Who you got dual citizenship with. I will wait. You are domestic terrorists. They have every right to come pick your retarded ass up. Now they can get you in court and you can get your citizenship back, maybe, but you're gonna be tied up in court. But you are a domestic terrorist. You here illegally. You say you a foreign national. How long you here, sir? Where your passport? I don't have one. I made all this stuff. I got this from somebody. Oh, I'm a Moorish American. No, you ain't. You a domestic terrorist. So explain to me how when you expatriate from this de facto government, when these Moors be doing, tell me who you got citizenship with. Don't say Morocco. Don't say that. Don't say no dumb stuff. Don't sit up and say, oh, Morocco. See, now you just guessing. Tell me who you have dual citizenship with where you can get your retarded bleepy bleepy bleep and take your ass there and they go say, hey, my friend, you're back home, my brother. Nowhere. I'll wait. See? You see how simple?
Person I keep having is why they're still here.
Thank you. That's what I asked too. If you hate the United States so much, you got to tell me why you're goofy ass here. Because I can send you to an area where it's an Islamic state, a Sharia law where it's real. You come with that stuff you talking about with some Moore's Quran, man, off with your hand and feet, fool. You talking that dumb stuff that you don't even know. You ain't adapt. You don't know how to adapt. You don't know how to do the salats. Or if you in Jerusalem, you don't know how to do the salats the same way. You ain't adapt. Man, off with your head with that retarded stuff. Yeah. This is the only place your goofy ass can be and be all you can be. Have nothing to bring yourself here. It ain't nowhere these clowns can go and talk that noise. Nowhere. That's what I ask them when I be saying, illegal. Why are you still here? If you're a foreign national, you're only here for a minute, or you got dual citizenship. You here working? Okay, you here working for a minute. Okay, well then you got to go. You got to go back home. If not, you done willingly, like Lamarck said, been a willing obligor and willingly gave up your citizenship. With some goofy on the internet. Talk about you finna expatriate from this de facto government. You say you about to expatriate from this de facto government. Then tell me who you have dual citizenship with. Waldo Faldo. I'm waiting for somebody to give it to me. Because everybody be coming to me with all this dumb stuff saying, well, do this. I want to know where you getting it from. People be asking me and all this and say, tell me where you getting this stuff from. And people be crickets. When the person come to me and say, well, Sheik, I want you to do the status correction. She like the prophet do all this. I ask her back to you, where do you get this shit from? Because when they say, like the prophet said, the prophet ain't saying no shit like that. You lying. So where you getting it from? It be crickets. Show me for the record. Just like if I'm defending you in your best interest, prove it. You can't prove it. They be making, like the prophet said, show me. See? They got that from some Negro. That's where they got it from. And they come to me with that crap. But you can't come to me with that stuff. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to set you straight and tell you to go back to the place the prophet found you. Because I ain't dealing with it. And what's understood don't need to be explained. We don't do nothing criminal here. I can't nationalize you or denationalize you. That'll change you from the descendant nature of your foremothers and forefathers. And why would you come to somebody thinking I could do something that I ain't had nothing to do with? I ain't birthed you. I ain't your mama. I ain't signed shit. So what the hell I'm gonna do? Like the prophet said, prophet ain't said that shit. Prophet ain't told nobody to change their goddamn birth certificate. Prophet said, this is your goddamn proof. Didn't he, Solomon? He ain't say you changed nothing. Why you gonna change something? This is your proof. If it's court and you change something, then that ain't your proof. The prophet said you don't change your birth certificate. That's everybody proof. Everybody. But then here these niggas come to me and say, I want to change it on my birth certificate. Where you get it from then? Because I'm telling you, you lying. I'm telling you, when they say what the prophet said. This is what they say. The prophet said that the status correction changed my birth. What the prophet said, and it next my L to my license, like the prophet said. Show me where the prophet said that. Can you find that, Malik? Babe?
No.
I know they can't. They be lying. So then I asked them where they getting it from. When these grown men had the audacity to come with me and want me to do, they won't even say where they getting it from. Where you getting it from?
And next.
Where they getting this stuff from? And they want to look all stupid, Noble. So what's understood don't need to be explained. Any questions?
Oh man, I'm so off. It's supposed to be 9.
Oh yeah, we done went in. We done gave the code US 18 915 to show them what they defrauded on. You got it. You see what they guilty of, Malik, with these people. The law, you can't arbitrarily explain it. And we had a conversation of all this Moors confused on navigating. When these Moors we talk about, they want to expatriate from the de facto government, Malik. Ask them who are they had citizenship with. I mean, they are domestic terrorists. You got to explain that to me, and they can't. And then they be saying when they come to me, when they come to your sheik and say, oh, I want to correct my birth certificate and do a status correction and next my L like the prophet said. Where the prophet say that at, Malik?
Nowhere. The claim of right replaces the birth certificate. The claim of the birth certificate replaces the child.
Declaration of Human Rights, Article 15.
Yeah.
So why would another man come to another man to ask them to correct something that I had nothing to do? I ain't your father. You see?
Because they're looking for microwave fixes instead of actually knowing what you did.
And then Malik, I asked him, okay, well, if that's the case, where do you get that from? Because that ain't came out your head. That ain't went to sleep at night and woke up with an epiphany and said, well, hey, I'm going to ask Sheikh Goodman Bey, hey, since I've been in religion coming here, hey, I went and asked him a couple of times, I want a status correction in my birth certificate. And I asked him, where you getting it from? Where do you get that from? If a person had come to me with that, Malik, don't I have every right to ask them where they're getting it from?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like what Martin Luther King said. He regretted, leading his people to a burning building. So that's the analogy they give because they heard it from somebody. So therefore, they being led into a burning building. That's what happened.
And
I know because I hear all this stuff. You know what I mean? I've been back in the past. I've been here. I haven't paid attention to none of that stuff. So I'm almost 3 years not paying attention to that goofy stuff anyway. So
what you that say, Malik? You ain't see? I was waiting for my note, but he like the horseman blinders on. He say, man, once you get low, we ain't dealing with that because we make it plain and we give it to you. And so when people be coming with all that criminal stuff they heard, I say, where you get that stuff from, sir? So we can correct it for the next person that might be around you. And after they see you spilling that stuff, because see, this is what people don't be telling. They'll be so passionate over some criminal stuff, they'll share that criminal stuff with other people. But when they get around righteousness and start cleaning themselves, they'll break people off and let them niggas be doing that bullshit. Huh? But then they won't be like, hey, man, I was wrong. See, people can be sincere, but then it takes a real man to say, man, I was sincerely wrong. Because if you're doing things from the heart and you're wrong, you go back and correct that and you help your brother. See?
That's right.
That's why I be asking these nobles, where you getting it from? Because if you got it from somebody that's talking that mumbo jumbo before you came to me, that means you've been dealing with a person more than once, twice, 3 times, or whatever. So where you getting it from?
RV Bay Publishing is probably one of the sources.
I'm telling you, real talk. So where y'all getting this stuff from? And they don't want to come to me. I said, I already told y'all a publishing company. A publishing company can publish books, records, blah, 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 blah. But they don't do nothing with no nationalized or making no ID. It's a publishing. A publishing what? Publish books if you want to, but I don't publish no ID. I just broke down the U.S. codes. I just broke this shit down. Plain and simple. Fraud. I broke all U.S. codes down, Malik, from what? 11 to 15. No, 10. Well, I think from 11 to 15. Showed you all the federal crimes of what this impersonation doing. Broke it down. Come on.
Islam. I mean, but nobody belongs to a school. They're trying to do individual stuff. You know what I mean? And they think people think I'll use this analogy, self-made millionaires. There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Because the only way you can make millions is from people supporting you and what you do. Like a basketball player can't be a basketball player without fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can't be students without a teacher, and a teacher can't be a teacher without students.
Come on, no. Come on, no.
So we all got to work together, not the individualized thing. Like, we've been taught, capitalism about individuality instead of coming together.
But if you look at other groups, and I'll just use Ashkenazi Jews, right? They come together, they're organized. They do things together collectively. So we have to get into a space where we're doing things collectively together and not individually.
Islam.
Like when my grandmother told me, you know, many hands make light work. So it's just, you know, one of those things that we have to understand what the ancient ways were.
Yep.
Working together.
And then
I could build a house by myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But would it go a lot smoother and easier if I had multiple hands helping me do that?
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So. Just like Noble other Malik put in the text stream about the trust. And I tell people, I said, this is how you get caught up. I broke it down. That's why I be saying it's like I broke it down, trust. I said, what trust? Just like if we got a trust, what type of trust? It's all different type of trust. So in the trust fund, somebody got to be trustworthy to be a trustee. And it got to be something in the trust, or a person of value, people, property. I broke that down when I showed y'all the 10-10-9-9 ain't no trust fund. I broke this stuff down. So when the people saying the trust, show me what trust. I'll wait.
You said two different things, though. I don't know if they caught it. A trust and a trust fund are two different things.
Yeah.
People looking to try to get some money without putting their own work in. You got to put your trust within you first. Then you make your trust established for your family.
Right. Talk about some trust fund at the end of the rainbow for the Moors. They can be like, okay, well, you don't have nothing. If like these Moors say, I want to get a set up a Lodio trust or all these trusts, and I say, what you gonna put in it? Fuji dust?
What did Noble Drew Ali say? He said, I will keep the European here long enough to teach you how to run a government.
Come on. And I show the counselor, I show how the temple was set up. I show how the temple is set up. I show people the state booklet. I say, don't get in the man will let you down. They can't lie on the prophet. They can't lie how the temple is set up. The temple is set up the same way I set the temple up. The Burning Bush Tabernacle is the same way we set up the temple. And you can look it up. I show y'all those people that's in there. I don't got to say names, those so-called sheiks. You can't have a fair zone and get people caught up in tax evasion and then say you righteous. I don't care if it was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. Was you a sheik of the Moorish Sinai Temple of America 10 years ago? Yep. And you got people in trouble like that, filling some fake ass taxes, talk about you don't pay taxes, then filing fake taxes. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. So when you talk about trust, how can Malik talk about he got a trust and send people trust funds up? They don't got nothing. What you gonna put in it? You don't have no assets. What you wasting your paper to set up something to trust? These more showing us how to set up trust fund and show up. You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. Your rent $18 because you stay with your baby mama on Section 8 and y'all about to get put out because you talk about you overthrow the government, you some sovereign citizen, and she on Section 8, and so they see it all. And so what happens then? After that lease up, they kick her out.
So this is the analogy that you give it, right? They always say, is the glass half empty or half full? There's really only one answer to it. People try to call it, what is it? Oh, that's just perspective. I said, no, there's only one answer to that question.
Yep.
Would you rather have half of something or half of nothing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally that simple. But people try to complex it and say, oh, well, it's just perspective on how you look at it. Nah, it's not. I would have a half of a car instead of half of nothing. At least I can start with something, because you can't start with nothing and have half of nothing.
Yep. I agree.
Only one answer.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
So,
I told you.
When you talk about the trust fund, people bringing nothing to the table and want half of nothing.
Yep. And want nothing. Yep. Come on, Malik. Come on. Come on.
They want half of nothing. They ain't put anything in.
You ain't putting nothing in.
It make no sense.
No sense. And so you think you finna file all these taxes to get what? What you talk about? To overthrow the government. You trying to, that's all y'all doing. Always having all these paperwork meetings. And that's what I be asking these Moors. See, people to say these people, but see, I ain't in your state. See, a lot of these people be in individual states, Texas, Miami, Massachusetts, just like the so-called Moors counselor dude in Massachusetts. Then people be saying, well, these Moors, who you talk about? That's what I be saying, because the next person gonna get in trouble. So if you was in it and then somebody threw you the goddamn lifeline while you was sinking underwater with that and pulled you up, you ain't gonna do the same thing for your brother that's be sinking? You gonna see him and watch him going and saying, that's some bullshit.
I ain't doing that.
You understand? When you get a lifeline, because you had to be around some clowns doing that with. You ain't the only goofball doing that. There's a couple goofballs with you. Mostly 3 or 4 or 5, because it ain't that many fascist group Negroes. So you're going to learn something and leave them sunk. You ain't even going to try to talk to them and be like, hey, man, not saying these people. Man, I ain't in your state, but I'll pop up. And I know people be telling. And you see, these people be in states doing this dumb stuff. See, I'm on the internet and I'm real. They do stuff in their city. They be doing stuff in their city. And I say, well, who you getting this stuff from? Talking about them Moors. Who you dealing with?
Well, let's think about, most of us grew up in a church, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, like, I'm not saying churches are bad, but what I'm saying is that they do have a lot of information that could be very, very beneficial if they set up the right way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of them aren't set up the right way because somebody wants to always be on the top, right? Instead of collectively working together. Yes, you can have a map and a guide, right, to lead everybody, but we all have the same understanding, right? People in the church is like one person over everybody else, and we not collectively working together. We just have duties and move forward. And I'm, as the so-called priest or the pastor, I'm up here preaching in the pulpit, but I'm not showing you how to build this community. And most people who go to churches are sporadically spread around the whole city. They don't collectively all live in that same neighborhood. They driving from far away places. And I'm speaking from personal experience.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything that I haven't experienced. So most people driving from all around the world instead of putting the church in the middle of the community, and the church and the people, which the church is the people, buying the community around the church and building houses. Therefore, the church pays for the houses and the people keep paying the tithe. That's how it should be set up.
Yep.
Who am I?
Yep.
This is what I come to understand by being here.
You see that? Building. Religious community. I said we building. It only take the people. That's why I say, man, we got to, once we get righteousness, we got to, it's just like when Malik gets some good love and he done been all that and his friends still doing that. He gonna say, hey man, we've been doing this wrong. And I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get it right. But if not, I'm gonna separate. You can't say, man, Kareem done got already right and left us and then give all of us a chance to see that we want to go with them. It might be 5 brothers you leave and 1 or 2 of them might be willing to go because they get something new and from true understanding. So we'll let all 5 sink. It might be 2 good ones there that you can save.
That's fine.
It might be 2 good ones you can save. And that's why I say we get this stuff and want to whoop people with it. But what about all the people that you was dealing with before you came here? Because these people have been Moors. They done had all these names. Akbar, Rush Smith, Bay, and all these people have been following me for years and years. So I asked these people, Noble Malik, who have you been following? And now to come to me to know what I'm saying is correct. It got to be something you've been dealing with some falsehood to understand what I'm saying is valid. Right, Malik? Right, Solomon?
Yep. And you know what? I have heard one person say that people been getting jammed up for doing that paperwork stuff and that they need to stay away from it. And these are people that are following people that's been doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? There is light being shed on it. You know what I'm saying? People starting to catch on to it. Like, stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Getting messed up behind it.
Yep.
Real.
Yep. All these people, you meet on the internet, you give them all your information. And I say, when you fill up a credit card, you only want to put your social security number on there. But when you dealing with these people on the internet that say they can do something, you will give them all your information, your address. Ooh, man, look at this ID. Man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but cosmetics. And that's what we be wanting. I said, you still can go to jail. None of that means nothing. And we'll leave it like that, man. That was our lesson for the day. We went over those statutes and laws. I hope you all got them. It's very simple. It's very plain. You can't falsify like a consulate general or no sheriff. I gave you the law. US 18, what is it? USC 18915. Y'all all got it. All my movies, I sent it to y'all. Islam?
Islam.
Any questions?
Islam.
Let's do our Moorish American prayer and we out, man.
Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my God, and my salvation. Night and by day, through his holy prophet, Muhammad Ali, Shalom Aleichem, Ayah Sha'ayah, Islam, Hotel, Amen. Peace.
Peace. Noble Hodge, Noble Malik, your fans are almost done. I'll be sending it to you, man. I'm just waiting for the tassels to get in and everything will be shipped to you, man, real soon, Noble. So yep, it'll be coming. And I'll be sending you a turban too. So as soon as you get all your fans and your turban, I'm gonna send you a long turban and a she-mag. We're gonna have another turban wrapping class for Solomon.
All the time I be on the move so much, man. I don't be having time to really.
You will.
Oh, he don't got
You will. No, he got like the she-mag's easy. I'm gonna show you how the she-mag, but them turbans long. We'll get it. Like I said, we gonna have a time. We gonna have a turban wrapping when we come out here. Especially
them thin ones, like you can wrap it so many ways.
Mm-hmm. And you can cut it, and you can cut it how you want. So how you want it. That's why I'd send y'all like at least 3 to 4 yards. So you can cut it in half if you like it big, and then say if you wrap it once. If you want it longer, all you do is tuck the end in the back and then wrap the other piece around it. It'll look like one big one. I can show you that as well to make it easier for you. So like when I send a big 4 yards and you put it on, you be like, okay, this look good. You can cut it in half. But if you want it bigger, you can do it again and tuck it in the back and wrap it around again and bam, have that part going under your neck in the winter. I'm gonna show y'all some dope styles when y'all come out here. When y'all come out here, I'm gonna show y'all all different styles. So and it'll be winter ties next month, so it'll be cool.
Yeah, I love that one you got on. That's fine.
Yeah, see this a she-mag.
Yeah.
I got one.
Malik, I sent one like this to Malik.
He did. I got one. I wore it. It was like, ooh, that's nice. I know.
It go with the Noble shirt. You know, it go with our Noble shirt with the white one and the cream one.
That on the chain.
I got you, Solomon. I got you. I got you.
And what size is it? A medium shirt sheet?
Yep. Yep. And you know, Nobles, I told y'all, like I said, we're gonna talk again. I want all y'all as we make things for yourself. When y'all get stuff for yourself, let me know if I can make sure y'all get it. You know, for y'all can have regalia for no cost. You know what I'm saying? I want us to have things. You know, at least a couple Noble shirts, a couple hoodies, and let's start designing. Let's start designing, man, because I got a dope hoodie I'm about to design. And y'all gonna be like, who made that? Me? I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go right on the site, on our site, and create something. What did I say I wanted on that shirt, babe, on that hoodie? She don't even know.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man, I'm about to make something because I like that hoodie you got on, Malik. That's one of your creations, ain't it, Malik?
Yeah. I made this a minute ago.
Can you stand up, Noble, please? That's cold-blooded. Whoa!
Fans went on that last time, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's always been on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's like a year and a half old.
Yeah, cause you did that one.
Yeah, Malik designed that one. And the Noble shirts, Alonzo designed the Noble shirts.
Yeah, the new ones.
Yeah, man. The black is beautiful, but not a nationality. Alonzo designed that. I'm copying one of those. But
I
with that,
had a few shirts for I'm finna present y'all in a second. I just gotta finish the shirt up.
Islam.
I gotta make the shirt.
Okay. Cause I'm rocking it soon as, cause you know I'm gonna be wearing everything that everybody create. I'm gonna wear it. That's what every time we create. That's how I'm gonna be modeling this stuff. All our designs on Morris Haberdasher, the hoodies and everything. I'm gonna be wearing everything. That's how we can do it. And I want us to at least have something of it. You know what I mean? So we can be promoting it, and your creation, we gonna do the split. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. I give gratitude for your time. I give gratitude for us for learning and healing and being honest with ourselves. And more science is for the family, and we operate on love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I give everybody love and honor, and we're not here to cause confusion. We're here to resurrect ourselves, to be who we are in law, and operate as a group, as a people, as a nation, as a tribe, under the lawful laws that protect us, that say we can do everything that we do lawfully as a people, that accept the nationality and the religious laws of a people, just like anybody, group of people on this earth plane. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. And tomorrow, Sunday school, 2 p.m. is going to be amazing. We're jumping right back in our IDMR books. I'll give y'all the chapter. And Yeah, that'll be it. Islam. Everybody got their lesson books, right? They 7 lesson books. I just want to ask that again because after January we starting something again. So everybody got their 7 lesson books, right? If you don't have them, please make sure you got them. If not, we convert them to PDF now, so it's easy. So we don't have to be making purchases. We can just get it. So we're going to be going through all our books again as we do each year, just keeping ourselves simple as plain, because Moors are missing all the basics that we understand that they think is high science. And as we break this stuff down, Malik, they be like, man, I said, how you don't know this? And it's elementary wisdom. So that's why I give y'all credit, man. I give y'all honor, because this elementary wisdom that we know can save people's life.
Islam. Resurrection.
It's the elements. So I give y'all gratitude, man. And I love y'all, man. I love y'all nobles, man. And I can't wait to see y'all in January. I'm super excited. And we gonna be fresh. We gonna be fresh. We gonna dance good. We gonna eat good. We gonna party good. We gonna have a good time. We gonna love good. We gonna hug. We gonna have a good time. We gonna take pictures. And then Saturday we gonna have our dinner. We gonna have our black suits on. We gonna have a great time, man. Saturday is the ball. Sunday is the dinner. So I give y'all love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And I'll see everybody in the morning for workout. Peace and love, nobles. Peace and love, family. I love y'all. Peace. Peace and everybody on YouTube that checked us out. I give y'all honor. I just wanted to show y'all our Adapt class. We kind of freestyled at the end, but we went over a couple of the USC codes pertaining to false identification and personification. And I shared a little bit of Adapt class with everybody. And I challenge everyone to join us privately on Zoom for a small charitable contribution of only $25. And you will get literature. That $25 donation, I'm going to give you literature and books that's worth 300%, 400%, 1,000% more than that finance obligation. And you're going to be able to come private and learn. Check out our Temple and School webpage. It's bbtsciencetemple.com. Once again, our Temple and School webpage is bbtsciencetemple.com. If you're looking to get a fez or a turban or a shemag or a lot of our Moorish American regalia and much, much more, our company is moorishhaberdasher.com. Once again, our company is moorishhaberdasher.com. If you want to get a turban, a fez, shemag, these fresh glasses I got on, noble shirt, jogging suits, etc. And of course, my PDF books. That's books with a Z. Once again, that's my PDF books. That's books with the Z, where you can download all expensive books on your tablet. And if you like them hard copy, you can go to Office Max and Staples, and they'll print up and bind a book for you for a small fee. mypdfbooks.com. That's a value. So instead of getting hard copy books from other platforms for hundreds of dollars, you can get the book from me for a fraction of the price. And then go to Office Max and Staples, and they'll print and bind it. And then come to Adapt class and come to the book clubs as we read every book and make this science reality. Once again, I love y'all, man, and peace.